I don't love this game for my Sooners. I just don't. And I got it. My emotions are so mixed, and I'm not objective about this because I grew up with this team. But as much as I like Bob Stoops personally, I'm just so done with him as my head football coach. And it really driven home 1 year ago when they were 16.5-point favorites and they did not show up for kickoff against their arch rivals, struggling at that point. And they lost 24-17, but they were behind 17-3 in the third quarter. That is shameful. That is indefensible. And I was like, I'm out, even though they got on a roll, made the playoffs, and then lost to Clemson. I agree with what you said against TCU. I liked what I saw. I liked the balance. I liked the run game. What I did not love was that Kenny Trill Hill for TCU threw a party on them. He threw 5 touchdown passes, and TCU put up 46 points on my defense. This is Bob Stoops' calling card. Right. It's his defense, just as Charlie Strong's calling card was supposed to be his defense. Yep. Here's what scares me this week. Charlie Strong, I'm sure he was forced from above to make some dramatic move, so he fires his defensive coordinator, Vance Bedford, who used to be a great player. And Charlie said, okay, I'm going to do this myself. Hands-on, I'm going to coordinate the defense this week. So maybe I'm sort of hoping it's hope like I don't want to see any more of this from Bob Stoops, but I just have a feeling this is going to be Charlie Strong's last stand again, that he's going to save himself again because he has a talented football team that hasn't played close to its talent. And I like Shane Buechele. I like a lot of the players he has on defense. I have no idea why they're so bad on defense because they should not be. So I'm going to say rivalry, emotion. I'm going to say it's a close game, shootout. I'm going to go 34-31 orange. And I hate it, but I'm going with the orange. Oof. Yep.
Well, you know, the thing is, Charlie Strong, I mean, he took over the defensive play calling. And so basically, he's saying the ingredients and a new chef will make this dish more taste, more palatable. I don't know, Skip. This is a rivalry game, and I agree. Having been in rivalry games, I don't care what the records are. I don't care who has the better team. Texas will come to play. And I watched a little bit of that OU game last week, and I was scared. I was like, gee, I thought Hill was going to throw for 500 yards.
So did I.
If they hadn't stopped him that last drive.
The secondary hasn't stopped anybody.
Yeah.
And that's why I said with Shane Buechele, there's a lot on it. If he can make plays downfield, then they have a shot because I think they can score points on Oklahoma. I would just say this, the rivalry game, I've been in it. I understand you can throw those things out. This year, though, Oklahoma goes into that game last year into a buzzsaw. Texas played with effort, and they did everything they could to win that game, and then they fell flat the rest of the season. Oklahoma is going into this game already wounded, already with a couple losses, knowing that they can't afford any more in this conference play. I just think the revenge factor has something to do with it. Again, another one of those things that you can't control, but I think that has something to do with it. And I feel the approach will be different this year for Oklahoma, knowing what happened last year, knowing, hey, listen, this team beat us down. They physically ran all over us. Their running backs are banged up. Oklahoma's been pretty good stopping the run this year. Let's put the game in the hands of the true freshman and let's force him to beat us. And if he beats us, great for Charlie Strong, great for that quarterback, and maybe great for Texas. But I don't think this game, if Charlie Strong wins this game, I still think he's in hot water. I think he has to be evaluated for the rest of the season because now he's calling plays. We'll see if the defense gets better. But the thing about this defense, guys, is they have no interceptions in 4 games. They have 1 takeaway. That they've given up so many yards and points, and they're just not getting better. They have talent, and talent can win some games, but they're not.
They'll be highly motivated also because Charlie Strong, it's a new voice. And early on, I think the game will be close early on, but I got it in a shootout also, Skip. We're very close. I got OU 34, Texas 30.
Wow.
Skip, have some faith in your team.
I hope you guys are right, but in a way.
Texas defense, Skip, how you give up 50
I hate to
and
say
47?
this, but I hope this is a terrible thing to say publicly, but I hope it's the end of Bob Stoops. I'm sorry. I love you, Bob.
It might be
them to lose?
Yeah.
And then where do they go from there?
Go forward.
It might be the end of whoever loses this game.
That's
It
right.
might be the end of it.
Exactly.